Hello, everyone. So today we're going to take a look at the Legacy United versus 4-pack. Cliffjumper versus Tarantulas, Squeezeplay, and Tarn. So I recently purchased this 4-pack. The reason why I got this, I was contemplating whether buying this or completing Superion, Fireflight, and Skydive. But with the way that the aftermarket prices are going in the Philippines for the first two aerial bots, Slingshot and Air Raid, they're selling for below retail. So I'm assuming that Fireflight and Skydive would be selling for below retail in a couple of months. So I'll probably wait on that. And the other reason why I bought this is I don't have any of these figures yet, any of their previous molds or any versions of them. And another reason is, and final reason that I'll say, is that I've been searching for a good cliff jumper in Tarn to add to my collection. And the Legacy Tarn one is really expensive. I've seen one go for sale for like around $47, and it's just a single figure. And this one I got for $67. Don't know if that's cheap or not, but I think it's worth it because I'm enjoying them so far. So, as usual, let's take a look at the box, but I somehow started at the back. So we have here Cliffjumper in its robot and alt mode, Tarantulas, Squeezeplay, which is actually a headmaster. He is just a retool, I believe, of his previous version. And then Tarn. I believe Tarn and Tarantulas are toy versions of themselves. That's why they have different colors. And this is the front. You can see them again. It says Prime Universe Cliffjumper, Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas, G1 Universe Squeezeplay, and Cyberverse Universe Tarn. Up top, there's actually a really cool, artwork as well. We have Cliffjumper versus the three of them, which I have no idea if Cliffjumper even has a chance against them. But anyway, let me get the box out of the way and let's look at the figures. So first of all, I really like all of them. As I mentioned earlier, I don't have any versions of their figures yet, but for the price that I paid, I got three deluxe class figures and one really good Voyager class. So I think I'm really happy with my purchase. So let's take a closer look at each one of them. First of all, Cliffjumper, the only Autobot here in this 4-pack. So let me straighten him up so you guys can take a closer look. I believe this is the. I think this is also just a retool of his Prime Universe version, but I'm not sure. Please let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong. And then I like the head sculpt. I looked at the. I never watched the Transformers Prime animated series, but I do know what the characters look like there, and the head sculpt was really amazing. I like the details there. I love the blue eyes, and to be honest, the feel of this plastic is similar to how his plastic feels in the Studio Series Gamer Edition version of Cliffjumper. And there, and at the back, he's pretty clean. No backpack or back cable at all. Now let's take a look at articulation. His head can move to the side, can move slightly up and down. Shoulders can move the full 360. Just no, sorry, you can't because of the back, like wings or something. There's a bicep or elbow swivel, elbow bend for 90 degrees. No wrist swivel, but it can bend like that. And I don't think that's for transformation. For waist, there is a waist swivel. He can kick sidewards pretty far, forwards pretty far as well, and backwards just that much. There's a thigh swivel, knee bend pretty much 90, and an ankle pivot is really weird. He has a little bit of ankle pivot that's the right way, and then a really weird ankle pivot that's the wrong way, which is pretty similar to the Gamer Edition Cliffjumper mold or the Bumblebee mold. And as well, so we've done that. We've done the articulation. He also comes in with one, two, three, four, five accessories. These things, like blaster thingies that are pegged to the side of his arms, are attached. And this one, I think this is his main weapon. Let me just adjust the camera. Okay. So the claws here can be removed, and this can become his blaster. Excuse me. Usually, I thought this would be pegged here, but it's not. So the way you equip this is basically this entire part will hug his hand. So there. So it looks like he has blasters for hands, which is really cool. And the way I like to put it on him is how the instructions gave it. It's like a claw. I'm pretty sure this is in reference to something in Transformers Prime, which again I have not watched. Now that we're done with Cliffjumper, let's look at Tarantulas. Now for Tarantulas, I love the color orange on him. The bright orange colors, and the face has purple and green there as well, which is really nice. I just love the vibrant color. And the plastic use here is really good as well. There is a Predacon logo there. It's really light and you can barely see it. At the back we have the, what do you call the body of the spider? It's the main body. So this guy is really cool as well. Closer look. You can see all the details there. Yes, like fake tarantula eyes in his torso. And yeah, at the back there's some gold or yellow lining designs there, which I believe is painted too. It's really cool. The only unpainted part here are the legs, which are silver plastic, and some orange pieces here. Those are, I'm pretty sure those aren't painted. But he comes in with two accessories. One is a chainsaw thingy, and one is a crossbow. Which, this crossbow is really good, has really good incorporation in his alt mode, which I'll show later. And then, yeah, let's look at articulation. Head can move slightly up and down, sidewards. The shoulders can move the full 360. Can move to the sides that far. So there are 2 points of, like, two swivels there. One is for the spider legs, and one like for his wrists, so that it can move separately. The elbow joint is like a wrist joint, I'm not sure, but you can bend his pincers that much. No wrist, you can call, is that wrist swivel? Can you count that as wrist swivel? Not sure. And then he has waist swivel as well. For the legs, they can kick, if I can just get the arms out of the way, they can kick sidewards pretty far, forwards that far, and backwards just that far because of the backpack. There is a thigh swivel, knee bend, really good knee bend because of transformation. And then for the feet, there's an ankle pivot, and they can move that way and that way, all due to transformation as well. So that is it for Tarantulas. This is just like, I'm basically just going to breeze through them just to look at their details and their articulation, just for you guys to see each one of them. And then this one is Squeezeplay. I have no idea who Squeezeplay is, but he is a headmaster, so his head can pop off, which can turn into a separate figure, small figure. Now, what I love about Squeezeplay is that almost everything is painted. I'm not sure if this black part is painted, but it looks like it. The blue here is painted. Everything is painted for him. Oh, I guess this isn't painted, but everything else is. And he has really good color. I love the blue and pink color. I love vibrant colors in my figures that stand out, like the weird ones. So this really attracted me as well. He comes in with two accessories: this pistol-looking gun, this shield, and the snake head. Or is it dragon or snake head? This came in unattached to him, in which you can just attach here. So yeah, Closer look at him. The head sculpt was really amazing. The face is all painted, the red and the silver for the face. Some really good details there. For the chest, I have no idea why this can be opened. If I know, I forgot why, but this can be opened. And then there are details here, but not too much. Not as much as Arachnid. And for the legs, you can see. For the back, it's just this snake head. And his feet are really good too, by the way. I'm pretty sure he can stand firmly in any position or any pose you put him because he has really good feet. Now let's look at articulation. His head can be completely pulled off, so he can move all the way side to side. I guess I didn't lock it properly. There. Oh, but anyway. The shoulders can move the full 360 since it's in a ball joint. Can move sidewards that far. Is there a bicep? Yes, there is a bicep swivel, although it's kind of tight. Elbow bend more than 90 because of transformation. And then no wrist swivel for him. There is a waist swivel. His legs can kick sidewards that far, forwards that far, and backwards this far. Thigh swivel, yep. Knee bend, 90 degrees. And then for the ankles, they can do a really good pivot. So there you go for Squeezeplay. And then finally, my favorite, Tarn. I've been wanting to get the Legacy Tarn for so long. It's just that I cannot justify the price that he has been selling for. But here we go. I think the difference here with the Legacy Tarn are the red or orange paint on his face and some of these gold detailings here on his chest. But I'm pretty sure everything else is the same. And closer look. His face sculpt is really amazing. I just love this figure. And up there on the legs, his cannon here on the shoulders, and here is his back. His back is really clean too. Nothing, no extra kibble here in the back. No backpack or extra kibble right there. Really clean figure. And also no hollow gaps. Really good Voyager class figure. So, for weapons and accessories, he has this massive sword and these two cannons. Unfortunately, oh, this is like a fusion cannon similar to what Megatron has, so you can attach it there, or you can remove it, move this, and then just place this properly. How do I think, let me get this, because I'm not sure if this is the correct way to put it. You can apply it as, oops, oh, I think it's this way, sorry. As a shoulder cannon. And as you've seen, that's one of the bad things that I have with this figure. This one cannon, the peg is slightly smaller, I think. So it's really loose, so it's easily removed. But it's not that big of a deal for me. So you can peg it here behind Tarn, and he will have cannons on his back, which is really nice. I love that there are a lot of ways to incorporate this. Now, let me remove his weapons first. For articulation for Tarn, his head can move up, down, sideways. Shoulders can move the full 360. Sideways, that much. There is an elbow swivel. Elbow bend, really nice. There is a wrist swivel and also finger articulation. The four fingers are connected. Now, for the waist, let me get this there first. For the waist, unhindered waist swivel. For the legs, they can kick sideways that far, forwards that far, and backwards that far. Also, there is a thigh swivel. Really good knee bend. Oh, sorry. And then for the feet, they can tiptoe, and they have some slight ankle pivot. So there you go. Closer look at all four figures, which, to be honest, I love all of them, and I have no QC issues with any of them except for this cannon for Tarn, which is a really minor detail. Now let's take a look at their alt modes. So here we have all of them in their alt modes. Now, of course, let's start with Cliffjumper. So Cliffjumper's alt mode is a muscle car, I believe. And I really love this alt mode because it's a really clean alt mode. Like front, side, back, top, and even at the bottom. No visible robot kibble except for the fists right there, the hands. But everything else is really nice. I love the red color of it and even the extra horns. There are some details here as well. The grills, you can see. Although, not sure if you guys can see it, but this shade and this shade of red are completely different. And I really don't like that on my figures. I just wish they used the same color of plastic everywhere so that it matches. There are small Autobot logos right there on the sides. I love the smokestacks here. And he has pinned wheels, so he rolls really well. The glass or the windows are, I can't say they're translucent, but they're semi-translucent. Like you can somehow see the inside, but they're kind of more on black. Like it's kind of opaque in a way. And I love it because it looks like a tinted window, and it's really nice. Plus, the accessories can be attached to him. These are his shoulders, or like his forearms in robot mode. And that's where these accessories are originally equipped anyway. And you can equip them there as well. And of course, these pincers can be attached on top, which is really nice. I like the weapon integration, not as well as Tarantulas here, but I like Cliffjumpers as well. So done with Cliffjumper. Let's look at Tarantulas. So I love the color. I love the orange one. And I love how the yellow is not that bright, but it's visible. Like you can see that there are what do you call this? The signs from the yellow, but not at all angles. Like when the light touches it, you can see it. But from afar, like it looks all orange. Not on the camera. On the camera, it's really visible. But like when I'm looking at them here right now, I like the color. So he has the eyes right there. He has this extra pincers and his teeth. What I really love about this is the weapon integration. This is his crossbow. His crossbow became his stinger on his, I forgot what it's called, the body of the spider. But anyway, even the knees, his knees doesn't really look like robot kibble at all. And this is the other weapon storage or integration. His saw is stocked or hidden right in his belly, which is really nice. So really love this figure, this alt mode, and the legs are articulated as well as the pincers since they are his hands in robot mode. So this is a really nice alt mode. Now for Squeezeplay. Squeezeplay is a weird one. I don't understand what this is, but I'm assuming this is an alien form. I love how the shoulders or the arms become his legs here in this alt mode, and how his legs and feet become the arms in this alt mode, which is really nice and really a good way of transformation in my opinion. The snake head is really awesome. It has red eyes, although it's not that visible because of the color pink, but it is really nice. And the chest piece earlier that I mentioned that I don't understand why it's opening. I don't understand the function. I just remembered when I was transforming it becomes his tail. So the shield becomes his tail, which is a really nice addition, although it looks really weird like that. And his blaster can be pegged on top of the shield, so he has like, I don't know, a gun on his tail or something. But there you go. He's not that good looking of an alt mode. I find him really weird, but the weirdness has this kind of what do you call this? I forgot the term, but it's really nice to look at, even though it looks really weird. Maybe because I love the colors. So anyway, that's it for Squeezeplay. Now for Tarn. Now for Cybertronian vehicles or alt modes, I don't really have any complaints to them because I know they're supposed to be alien vehicles, so they're not really supposed to look like any Earth mode vehicle. My only complaint with this one is the fact that he doesn't have any wheels at all. He has these little notches, like, to make it look like he has wheels, but they are not wheels. They are fake wheels. They're just supposed to, like, make him stand off the ground, like, so that the tracks doesn't stand or touch the ground. And this is like his pure base alt mode, and I like it as it is. But in the instructions, take his blaster. These two pegs right here connect to those two slots here, which I guess I mentioned I like him as is this way, but he does kind of lack the firepower in his alt mode without these cannons. So you might it might be better to have them. Wait, let me attach them here because I can't see it properly. Oh, for some reason I can't attach it. Let me just attach it real quick. There we go. Sorry, finally able to attach it. So here he looks like a proper tank with proper artillery or weaponry. His sword can also be attached to any of the 5mm ports you can see there. You can put him here to have, oops, that's the loose cannon that I mentioned earlier in the review. You can attach it here. I can't attach it for some reason. Okay, I can't attach it there for some reason, but this is where I usually attach it. For him to have like a sword on the side, similar to how Megatronus is. But the sword is not that good in terms of weapon integration compared to the others. And, oops, in terms of transformation, I love these transformation of Cliffjumper and Tarn because they are kind of complicated, but not too complicated to the point that you want to throw them away. Tarantulas and Squeezeplay are very basic in their transformation, but although fun. Also, since Squeezeplay is a headmaster, his head transforms into a small figure right inside his body here. This is, I believe, Locos is the name of the headmaster. So you just put him on a sitting position. That is Squeezeplay's head earlier in his robot mode. So just put him in. He should fit nicely and just close it in. And that's it for their alt modes. So final thoughts on the Legacy United versus 4-pack that includes Cliffjumper, Tarantulas, Squeezeplay, and Tarn. Oh, before I get to that, as usual, I will post the individual transformation videos after this, so please watch out for that if you want to see their transformations. And so yeah, final thoughts. This pack is definitely worth buying right now, especially if, oh sorry, if you don't have any of their molds of or their figures yet, or if you're looking for two of these four figures. I think it's definitely worth it for 3 Deluxes and 1 Voyager class. The price point is definitely nice. And but if you have the previous versions of these guys, I don't think it's worth it. The change in paint or change in color scheme is not that big of a deal for me, in my opinion, for you guys to buy it again if you already have the original figures. But overall, if you don't have it, fun to have all these figures and fun to mess around with. Their transformations are great. Alt modes and everything are also awesome. So yeah, that's it for my review on the Legacy 4-pack. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.